Now correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems like universities kind of know that they're on their way out. And it seems like they've kind of taken advantage of all of the immigrants, the mass immigrations that we've had to North America. They're price gouging immigrants by like 5 to 10 times what it costs locals to go to university. They kind of say, if you want to come here, you can pay 5 times as much. The last 20 years, we've valued people that are university educated, people that are specialists in what they do, doctors, lawyers, scientists, all these things, areas of expertise and of leadership. We've given to the most highest educated people. But then through COVID, I think that really exposed what these people actually have no idea what they're doing. And all those experts and so-called experts, everyone was wrong. And even without COVID, last year you'd say, oh, you know, where's Canada heading? Where's America heading? Everyone would have told you, well, their reign is over. No superpowers can last forever. It's time for a new superpower to come along. These leaders, these specialists were already leading us down this death spiral. They were already proving that they are incompetent at whatever they've said that they should do. They've spent too much time in school and not actually enough time in practice. They've never even worked in companies. They've only been working in these like government subsidized industries, and their whole life has been like this like make-believe play. You know, we've been funding your organizations to study these things and tell us what happens in these extreme scenarios, and then they go, how about we do this? Never mind, that turned out really badly. Okay, let's do this, let's all wear masks. Stats are coming out now, and facts are like, the vaccines were wrong, these were pushed out too early, the mask didn't do anything, these were wrong. Everything that we trusted these experts was completely invalid. So it's like, okay, well, what have you guys been doing for the past 10 years? Our country's going down, the pandemic was horrible, like, the politics is horrible. When are we going to realize that, like, maybe this system that we have doesn't actually make any sense? And of course, I'm to blame a little bit for this because I didn't study for tests and I didn't study for do any homework or any of these things. But when I went on an exchange in high school and I was talking to these kids from Paris and France, and we were talking about global politics, I had nothing to contribute. We didn't learn what the past politics should teach us about now, how to recognize what leaders do, what that might push us down a certain path and how to revolt against that. Why would they teach us that? What they teach us specifically to do is to be good employees. They literally teach us to be good employees. They don't even teach you to pay your taxes. They don't teach you how to build a house. They don't teach you how to build a gun. They don't teach you how to build a water system that would flow water to your community. They don't teach you any of these things that are like actually important for real life. It's like this like dream movie that they thought that everything would work. But then in reality, it's like, holy shit, if anything like a pandemic or anything remotely out of the ordinary happens, our entire world is in shambles and no one has any real skills. The only skills that we have is how to put fucking numbers in an Excel spreadsheet. Or how to say, hey, can I go to the bathroom now? Hey, can I go for lunch now? We've been stuck in this schooling system for hundreds of years and everyone's always been saying we need to change this, but what should we really change it with? How can we actually replace it? I think, first of all, having a broad set of knowledge is much more important than having specialized knowledge. Because the past 10 years have proven that specialized knowledge is not that important. And with AI, specialized knowledge is even less important because everyone's an expert now. Everyone has access to the same public knowledge. And compare me to an expert. He has to think about the answer. What is the answer of all my years of knowledge? This is the answer. It takes him 4 seconds to think about it. It takes me literally 1 second to go to ChatGPT, search it, get all these sources, and give you the real answer. So who's actually the expert here? Because this guy has to be bought and paid for, and he has to say certain things to please his funders. And he might even be wrong. Whereas I, who don't know anything, can go into ChatGPT, search it for 5 seconds, and come up with a real answer faster than him. And I'm not bought or paid for anyone. I guess I have to technically trust ChatGPT's sources, but I can literally source multiple sources and look at them. And he might even be remembering the wrong thing. Like maybe he forgot, actually, I forgot that point. You know, maybe he's completely wrong. He's thinking about something completely different. Everyone has access to all of the physical, all of mankind's knowledge of all time. It's not, do you have the knowledge? It's what do you do with the knowledge? It's like we have to teach for how to do rather than how to memorize. Because that's what our knowledge was before is, what's the Pythagorean theorems of this and that? And there's no circumstances. The circumstances was like how Bessie has 57 watermelons. Like, let's talk about some real engineering problems and learn how to like move water upstream to fund communities and spread water, drinking water. Or how have we not figured out how to make salt water drinkable yet? That's a real problem. We should be literally, our kids who are learning things should be the ones bringing fresh minds to problems that we've always been facing. Let's give these kids real problems. Stop talking about fucking watermelon. We already have calculators to do those things. There's no value in that anymore. Yeah, there's a certain element that maybe we should learn about it, but I think What's much more important is having a diverse breadth of knowledge. How to fix your car, how to build your house, how to start a fire, how to eat healthy. That's a big one that no one fucking knows how to do, and only people are starting to realize that now. How to store food. Our ancestors used to store potatoes all winter long, and they'd eat potatoes. But my potatoes have gone bad in a week. Why the fuck do I not know how to keep my potatoes last longer in a week? That doesn't make any sense. Why don't we learn how to raise children if our populations are collapsing? The reason no one's having kids is probably because they're scared to do it. We've raised people that are scared to do things that they don't know how to do because we've made them scared of that. We've said, hey, this lesson, this is exactly how to do it as a little employee, and then go and do it on your own, and I'll give you a mark and a score based on what you do. That's a system that we've been teaching people. What would have been a lot more useful is, hey, here's a problem, go figure it out on your own. And we'll come together and we'll brainstorm and bring all of our different thoughts and we'll work off of each other to figure out, hey, that's a good direction, that's a good direction, that's a bad direction, let's go with those. That's how to actually think. We've raised a generation of people who are designed to work in cubicles and collapse societies. All I'm saying is that maybe the smartest person is not the way we used to think about them. They're the most prestigious person. But maybe the smartest person is really the person who is most resourceful, who actually knows how to think and actually knows how to problem solve and actually has real life experience across a breadth of experiences and wisdom. I don't know, but whatever we've been doing has not been working. So let's make some real change. And I think that AI has completely shifted the ground from specialists to generalists. I think being a jack of all trades is a massive, massive asset now. Hold on, let me find this quote. Everyone knows and everyone believes is a jack of all trades is a master of none, though oftentimes, see, you've never heard the second part. The second part is, though oftentimes better than a master of one. And I think that's more and more true now, is that AI has allowed you to become a specialized, niche-specific specialist within any single niche that you wish to pursue. So someone that's so one-dimensional, because they had to learn that vertical industry, is now going to be outdone by everyone who has a multitude of interests, who gets the vertical industry fulfilled just by AI, because AI has access to everything that's ever all of public history. So then you can very easily fill your stack very quickly. So it's not about who has the highest stack, because everyone has access to the highest stacks. It's who can have multiple stacks, because the height of the stack is just predicated by the AI answer. And then it's not even like who has the most stacks, it's who does, because thinking and knowledge doesn't actually get you anywhere anymore when everyone has access to the same amount of knowledge. It's now who has access to the right amount of courage and right amount of confidence. Anyways, that's my thoughts.